Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Christie. Tonight's homework is Homelink 4-8. Mr. Russo is buying equipment for his baseball team. Use the table to the right to answer questions about his purchases. So this is similar to what we did today in class with our money word problems. So a wooden bat costs $49, a metal bat costs $74, a glove is $35, and a helmet is $22. So this is the information we're going to use to solve these problems. Number 1, Mr. Russo needs 9 helmets and 8 gloves. How much will they cost in all? In all. So that tells us that we are going to have to, once we figure out how much 9 helmets and 8 gloves cost, we're going to have to add them together. So 9 helmets. Well, helmets are $22, and we need 9 of them. So we're going to do 9 times 22. 22 times 9. So if you would like, you can make your rectangle and do it that way. 22 times 9. 9 times 2 is 18. We bring the 0 down. 9 times 2, 18. And then 180 plus 18 was 198. So the helmets are $198. And we need 8 gloves. So the gloves are $35. We need 8 of them. So 35 times 8. So 8 times 30 is 240. 8 times 5 is 40. And we add those together. And that's 280. So the helmets are $198. The gloves are $280. And to find out how much they cost in all, we need to add those together. So 280 plus 198 is, 9 plus 8 is 17, carry the 1, $478. Number 2, Mr. Russo wants to buy 6 bats for his team. How much more would it cost for him to buy 6 metal bats than 6 wooden bats? Okay, so there's a couple of different ways that we can do this. You can either figure out how much 6 metal bats are, and then how much 6 wooden bats are, and then subtract them. Or another way that you could do it is find the difference between metal bats and wooden bats, and then multiply that by 6. So you can do either one. I think I'm going to find the difference between these two and then multiply that by 6. I think that would be a little bit easier for me. So 74 minus 49. So we can't take 9 from 4, so we have to borrow from the 7. Making that 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. So that's 25, but that's not the answer, because then I have to multiply that by 6. 25 times 6. So 6 times 20 is 120. 6 times 5 is 30. So that's going to be $150. Okay. Mr. Russo buys 5 wooden bats and gives the cashier $300. How much change does he get? How much change does he get? So 5 wooden bats. So wooden bats are $49. 49 times 5. 5 times 40 is 200. 5 times 9 is 45. So that's $245 is how much the bats actually cost. But he's going to pay with $300. And we have to find out how much change he's going to get back. So we are going to subtract 300 minus 245 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. So he's going to get $55 back. If the cashier only has $10 and $1 bills, what are 2 ways he could make Mr. Russo change? Okay, so this is kind of like the problem that we did today. If he only has $10 bills and $1 bills, so the first thing he could do is give him 5 10s and 5 1s. And then what's another way that he could do it? Well, I guess he could give him 4 10s and 15 1s. But you don't have, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you could do it. Okay, factors. So this is more factor practice. List the factors for the following numbers. So this gives you a hint because it gives you lines, so you know how many numbers you're going to need. So starting with 21, so the first factor we know is, of course, 1 and 21. And what other 2 numbers can you multiply together to get 21? So if you use your multiplication chart to help you, and 3 times 7 is 21. So what are the factors of 40? Well, 1 and 40. Does 2 go into 40? Yes, because 40 is an even number. 2 goes into 40 how many times? Well, 2 goes into 4 2 times, and then there's a 0, so 20. Does 3 go into 40? No. How about 4? Does 4 go into 40? Yes. 4 times 10. Does 5 go into 40? Yes. 5 times 8. And then we know we're done. We're done, but there's no more lines. So now 36. 36 has a lot of factors, as we can see by all the lines. So we'll start with 1 and 36. Does 2 go into 36? Yes, because 6 is even. So the way that I factor out how many times does 2 go into 36, I think about 30. And I know half of 30 is 15. And then half of 6 is 3. And 15 plus 3 is 18. How about 3? 3 goes into 36. How many times? 12. 4 times 9. And then, of course, 36 is a square number. 6 times 6 is 36. So 45, 1 and 45. Does 2 go into 45? Nope, because 5 is not even. How about 3? Yes, 3 goes into 45. 3 times 15. 4 does not go into 45, but 5 does. 5 times 9. And that's it. And I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow.